In this exercise, we'll be creating a multi-group table. So we'll close this project, go to the session progress folder, create a new folder called multi-section table. Copy your previous project in a new folder. Open your project from the new folder. Now table is an array of groups. Okay, table is an array of section and each section is an array of rows. So if I want to create a table which shows two sections, I need to have two array. So I'll say, instead of using an app array, I'll say, for time being, I'll say variable a string. So basically this string will contain the name starting with the A, and I have an array called B string, which is again an array of string. Okay, now I'll remove this. I'll say a strings equal to, say, apple, April, and say ABC. B strings is an array of, say, bowl, basket, and say balloon. Now if you see, and I say one more letter to make sure that they are different in the, so say A is a array of A is of 2, and whereas array of B string is of 3 elements. Now when you see, when you say number of rows, it depends upon the section. Okay, so instead of returning the same count, I'll say if section is equal to 0, that means you're talking about section first, you'll say return the count of the first array, and you return the count of the second array. But by default the number of section in a table view is 1. So if you want to implement a table view with a 2 section, you have to implement an optional method declaring UI table view data source called number of section in a table. So see, it's in default is 1. So here I'll say I need 2 section. Now before we extract any string, we need to understand, say, var name is string equal to nil. Okay, now depending upon the index path dot section, you will be extracting name from respective array. So we'll say name is a strings dot index path dot row as, else you'll say B string. Now you want to give that title to the screen, so you'll go inside the UI table view data source. There's a method called title for header. So if you implement this method, you can give title to your sections. So I'll go here, I'll say if section is equal to 0, say return A, else return B. Now you run your app and see the output. So you'll see A, same effect as on tags, right? So we have 2 elements in a section A, whereas we have 3 elements in section B. So basically table view is an array of section and each section is an array of row. Okay, in next exercise we'll see how to customize a cell. So we'll be creating a cell which look like somewhat like the App Store cell. So I stop this project.